Welcome back. Let's continue, shall we? I don't know what solved anything exactly, but we've given Fordola something to think about at least. And I've found something new to think about too. I don't know about you, Akira, but the visions only came to me every now and then. From the way Fordola kept wincing, though, I get the feeling she's having them almost all the time. That's a lot of bad memories to deal with. I wonder, could there be some fundamental difference between the one who is born with the echo and one who has been artificially imbued with it? Well, the Immortal Flames have been scoring that research facility ever since the liberation. There's a chance they might have some answers for us. General Alden's there overseeing the investigation. Let's go and pay him a visit, shall we? Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. General Alden is inside. Will you be joining him? Yes. Oh, hello there. Huh. Ba, 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 ba. Come on, let's talk to Raban. What news? You spoke with Fordola, I take it. Yes, as expected, she didn't say very much, but it wasn't a total waste of time. Arvald noticed something odd about her. He thinks she might have been having the visions almost constantly, which is not how the echo normally works. Have you found anything here that which might explain why it's so different from her? We've been hard pressed just to organize the research materials, let alone study them. To be frank, I'd welcome the science expert assistance if you have time to lend a hand. Hey, all for know what you got. For a race for with no innate capacity to manipulate aether, the Guardians have conducted some exceedingly elaborate etheric experiments. Well, hello there. All the pods are designed to drain the aether of the occupant, save the one right there. Unlike the others, the interior been fitted with an array of sensors to measure etheric waveforms. To what purpose would, however, I couldn't tell you. The device in which Krell was held since even more ominous now you know its purpose. The surrounding pods are marked supply subject. while this one bears the labor Master Subject. The Ironworks received a request from the Alliance to analyze these devices, and I've been recording everything of interest. Did you notice the label? All the pods are designed to drain the ether of the occupant, save that one right there. Unlike the others, the interior has fitted with an array of sensors to measure etheric waveforms. To what purpose, however, I couldn't tell you. Oh, hey, Elise. Leave this section to me. Are those body bags? Yes. Yes, they are. These bastards would fiddle with a man's very soul if it served their purpose. Nothing is sacred to them. Nothing. All right. So many bodies, every one of them is a victim of these experiments. Few show any signs of external injury. From what we've been able to determine, they perish from forcible ether extraction. Such a miserable way to die. Right. Boop. There we go. I know little and less of science, so any light you can shed of this facility operations would be much appreciated. Akira, shall we start with you? Taken in combination of the testimonies of Krell and Thingrid, I do begin to see exactly what the Imperials were attempting here. The enhancement procedure entailed infusing a single candidate with ether siphoned from a multitude of supply subjects. As for the master subject, in this case, Krell, the patterns of her etheric activity would provide the model upon which they would artificially engineer the candidate's aura. In other words, they were trying to recreate Krell's echo. I believe so, which would explain our prisoner's present state. Krell is possessed of an unrivaled ability to hear the whispers of the soul, and it seems probably that the procedure engendered the same acute sensitivity in Fordola. The soldiers who guarded Fordola, many of them lost friends and family to the skulls. And there's a sentry at her door, night and day, if she can't help sensing their thoughts and seeing their past. But you don't just see their past, you live it. All the emotions, all the pain. Imagine what it'd do to you. You'd never be the same again. Indeed, as you may recall, Yasel was completely transformed by a single glimpse of Hydaelyn's past. Fordola has been forced to experience the agony of those whose lives she destroyed. The guilt must be unbearable. That explains her request to be executed. Sounds to me like a kind of justice. Regardless, she can suffer on for now. We have more pressing matters to consider. If the results of these experiments have been relayed back to Garlemald, there might well be not to stop the Empire from repeating this trick. They could give the echo to anyone, to an entire legion. We must be ready. We must learn all we can for these gods forsaken procedures. And Fordola remains our best source of information. She'll not be getting her wish, not yet. Right. Give faith, lass. If you're to convince others to follow, you must believe what you're telling them. People will respond to passion, but not if it's frayed. I understand. Thank you, General. We should leave the flames to it. Let's go. The forcible extraction of ether from a living subject is invariable fatal. How many died that Fordola might gain her new abilities? I've never known why I was given the echo, but this makes me want to put it to good use. I could go looking for answers about the echo and end up getting schooled by Raban. Yet more evidence that I don't know what I'm doing. It's no wonder people listen to him and not me. General Alden is a veteran of countless campaigns, Lise. You cannot compare yourself to a commander of his experience. I know, but I also know that I couldn't have convinced that mob to give up and go home. It makes me realize how much we rely on his authority and how much I still have to learn. I wonder what he'll do when everything is settled. I mean, it's his homeland. After going to the trouble of winning it back, might he not want to stay? 'Tis a quandary which countless refugees now face. To continue the life they built in Ulda or start again in the land of their birth. Akira, a moment. Hey, it's a Pippin! Oh, he gets the sword! I am newly returned from Ulda with a message from the Sultan. Her Grace desires an audience with you. She understands that you have responsibilities here, but asks that you visit the palace at your earliest convenience. Well, I must away and attend other business. Until next time, my friends. An audience with the Sultana, depending on the nature of the consultation, this might be the perfect opportunity to inquire about the general's future plans. I'm guessing she wants to talk about that. Yes, we'd all like to know about those, Alphino, but not everyone as comfortable interrogating royalty as you. Take no notice of him, Akira. Ba-da-ba-ba. Well, the question of how to put the Mad King's treasure to good use shows no sign of answering itself. Shall we be about it, our revolt? I am at your beck and call, and I should be getting back to my own task. I'll organize a squad to head down into the ruins, and then start preparing for the big meeting. Oh, send Namino my regards, Akira. And ours too, if you please. We shall see you on your return. All right, let's return to Uda. I'm excited. I'm excited. I don't know why. I'm just excited to see Namino. It's been like what, Heaven's Ward since we've seen her. Ah, right, that's right. Bum 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 bum. Hey, buddy! I kicked your ass in the gladiator or Coliseum. I think so. My lady, it was an honor to face you in the tournament. Since that day, I have spent my every spare moment in the practice yard, striving to attain some fraction of your skill with the blade. Forgive me, you are here for the audience with the Sultana. Please proceed.
I thank you for answering my summons in these most interesting times. You have been busy. The liberation of Alamigo will have far-reaching consequences, and there is a matter upon which I would seek your counsel. I speak of Rauban and his future. All know the tale of his rise from penniless refugee to member of the Syndicate and General of the Immortal Flames. Yet though he has come to call Uldar home, it will never be his homeland. He is a son of Alamigo. And now that she is free, I thought it only a matter of time before he sought my leave to return to her. Indeed, I had resigned myself to his loss. Suffice it to say, I was greatly surprised to hear him speak so lightly of handing over the reins in Alamigo and retaking his place at my side. I will welcome him with open arms, of course. He is my most trusted advisor and my dearest friend. But I have known the man a long time, and beneath that steely gaze, I spied a flicker of doubt. Whether Rauban chooses to remain in Uldar or return to Alamigo, I only wish that he do so with a heart unburdened by guilt or regret. Yet, how can he freely make such a choice, knowing how much I depend on him? It is past time that I learned to discharge my duties as a sultana alone. I must go forth and see my realm with my own eyes, and hear the wind with my own ears. Might I have your company for a brief adventure? Wonderful! Allow me a moment to change into something a touch less conspicuous, and I will join you outside.
All right, let's go to the quicksands. Bum, 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 bum. Ow. You know, the only thing that's the one gripe I have with this game is that you don't take fall damage. Uh, well, you do take fall damage, but you don't die. I always have that little flinch in me whenever I jump and then land. Somehow it feels like I can feel the pain. There's like one dungeon I know I have done. I don't know if I've done it in this. No, I have not done it this. Wait, we did do the one with. Fuck. What was it? Heaven's Ward. Sorhai. The Avery. You jump down and a very long jump, and you just don't die. Like jumping down and just God, imagine feeling the pain in the legs from a long jump. Oh, that hurts. Anyways, let's continue, shall we, about that little rant. Oh my god, she's so adorable. What do you think, Lilra, the merchant's daughter? This is the disguise I don when I wish to leave the palace and observe my subjects unnoticed. Ordinarily, Papa Shan would accompany me, but for this particular outing, I need an advisor, not a minder. And that is why I requested your company. Over the course of my many adventures, you have met everyone from all walks of life in every corner of Eurasia, and I would make use of your worldly experience. Now, let us be on our way. Our first destination is Stone's Throw, just beyond the gate of Nuld. Oh god, she is so fucking adorable. She must be protected at all times. Look upon this procession of tainted tents. These refugees in squalor at the mercy of the elements of Thalamon's predators both. The city's mighty walls offer safety, but the streets overflow with people as it is, and unless blessed by the hand of Nod himself, no refugee could ever hope to afford a dwelling in Ulda. 20 years have passed since the fall of Alamigo, five since the calamity, yet the plight of the poor has grown more desperate, not less, as Sultana, the blame falls upon me. You're doing your best, Your Grace. Your hands have been tied, Your Grace. Yes, my authority is limited, and that is an obstacle I must work to overcome. Shall we press on? I would follow the road to the unholy hair. Oh, wait. Is she going? Okay. Wait. Oh, shit. That's not what I want. Bringing a spirit, marvelous mutilated materia. Bum 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 bum. It was here in this wholly unremarkable place that my mother and father met their doom. I was but a child at the time. My parents were returning from an inspection of our interest in Eastern Talon when a untimely rock slide crushed their carriage. To this day, it is not certain if the incident was simply misfortune or an expertly planned assassination. Raban once offered to reopen the investigation and bring me the truth he assumed I must surely crave, but I refused. Even if my parents' deaths were orchestrated by the monasteries, we could only have brought their hirelings to justice. The true villains, those who plotted to put me on the throne as a biddable puppet, were even beyond our reach. Thus did I plan to strip the merchants of their power and place our nation in the hands of the citizens. Quite unaware of the consequences my actions would have for you and yours, I shuddered to think how many goodly souls paid the price of my naivety. But I am no longer a child reciting words with witless obedience, and I will not be used as a pawn in the monetarist damnable games. Forgive me my outburst. You are one of few people to whom I feel I can speak my mind. Come, let us return to Ul'dah and visit the Colosseum. Okay, let's go back to the blah 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 blah. Colosseum. Oops, come on. No. Okay, so this will be at the Gladiators area. From that moment I became Sultana, I found myself thrust into an endless parade of document signing and ceremonies. For years, I simply signed where I was told to sign and sat where I was told to sit, blissfully oblivious to what any of it meant. Yet one good thing did come from the ignominious chapter in my life, for it was during an official visit to the Colosseum that I first met Raban. The march I had been invited to attend, the match I had been invited to attend was not at all what I expected. They had pitted the Bull of Alamigo against some dozen or so rival gladiators. Blickered through I would not stand for so obvious an injustice and demanded to see a fair fight, one man against another, and my royal wish was duly granted. It was not until later that I learned of a gambling ring which had arranged for Raban to die on the sands that day. Regardless, my intervention meant that Raban had but a single opponent to dispatch. which he duly did. And when he knelt before me to receive the winner's purse, he swore that he would one day offer me his blade in service. Surrounded as I was by liars and manipulators, I confess dismissed it as a pleasant piece of theater. But as you know, Raban is a man of his word. Though it took him another 5 years of fighting on the blood sands, he amassed a fortune so great as to buy not only his freedom but a seat in the syndicate. And then I had my blade.
Your Grace, you mustn't! The danger is too great! Please, Your Grace, come back! I beg of you!
It seems you're the one who needs looking after, Master Shum. Raban!
Your Grace, I have kept the promise made.
So you have, and in turn, so too shall I keep mine. With your winnings, you have become one of the 6 most wealthy souls in all Ul'dah. And so, as tradition dictates, Rauben Aldin, you have earned yourself a seat on the Syndicate. May your new station garner you still greater glories.
I am honored, Your Grace, and vow to serve with every fiber of my being from this day till my last. Long live the Sultana, and long live Ul'dah!
Wow. Ah, shit. Words cannot well express what that man means to me. There are others who care deeply for my well-being, of course. Papa Sean's love for me is as that of a grandsire for his grandchild. But upon matters of governance, I cannot turn to bodyguards and maidservants for console. Raban, with his authority of his syndicate position, was the first sword I could wield. His was the only edge which could cut the strings that bound me. We must make haste. My absence will not go unnoticed by the Sultan Sworn for long, and there are many places I would visit. To the Arzadeth Asarari. I'm sorry, I cannot pronounce that for shit. Okay, Thaumaturge. Yeah. Bum, bum, bum. When the calamity threatened, Raban led the Alliance forces into battle on the... Oh, fuck me. I prayed with all my heart that Archon Louisoix would have the power to rouse the 12. Since that day, I have made a custom of visiting this shrine during each of my little excursions. Here, I seek the blessing of Thal, reflecting upon my choices and ask myself if I am fulfilling my duties as Sultana. You are rightfully celebrated as a champion because you have led the line in 100 battles for the good of Eorzea. In much the same way, I believe the measure of the monarch lies in how she leads her people in times of adversity. If I am to be a sultana worthy of the name, I cannot turn a blind eye to the troublings facing Ul'dah. I have chosen my path, Akira. With Alamigo now free from imperial chains, I finally see a way to aid the refugees. Many displaced Alamegans seek to begin the long trek home. To facilitate that process, I have made a small contribution in artisans school in Rothgar's Reach for any who wish to learn new trades. Realistically, however, it will take years for such training to yield tangible benefits. But we do not have years. These people will need shelter and employment if they are to survive, and this time the Ul'dah Treasury shall provide. Precisely where and how to accumulate the necessary funds is, of course, another question. Might you ask a member of the syndicate for advice? Why not seek the advice of one of who employs refugees? A wise suggestion, mayhap a visit to the Gold Saucer is in order. Its proprietary is a member of the syndicate, and he is one of few who pay refugees a fair wage. I wonder, are you acquainted with Gilbert Monderville? Well, he is a most generous man. If someone of an eccentric, let us make our way to the landing, and I will see that word is sent to the Gold Saucer. Goldbert should be only too glad to receive us. To access the Gold Saucer, you would must first accept or have previously completed the quest. It could happen to you. Available at level 15 in Ul'dah on the steps of Nald. Alright, it's time to do some gambling. Don't worry, it doesn't take real money, just fake money. Guild money. Bam. do be careful with those. Break anything, and I shall be forced to deduct it from your salary. Beg your pardon, what is my loyal manservant carrying? Why, a small, not so small fortune in prices, able won by yours truly in the gold saucer. You have heard the gold saucer, nay? Ye gads, woman, you might at least try to keep up with the times. It's only the Sultan's newest and finest place of entertainment. Thrill to the sight of majestic birds roaring down the straits at the chocobo races. Pit your wits against your peers in the triple triad tables at the gold saucer. You can do all this and more. And if you know what you're about, you'll walk out a wealthier woman than you entered, if there's a better place to shake off one's cares after a cruelly day of promenading. I've never heard of it. Did I mention the prizes? Ah, but I dare say you'd rather discover them for yourself. Yes, I'll wager you're wondering just how, in Thal's good name, you can experience the wonders of the gold saucer firsthand. Am I right, or am I right? Ah, I thought so much. Well, since this has been my lucky day, I don't see why it shouldn't be yours too. I just so happen to have a spare golden airship ticket. You see, consider it a gift from me to you, milady. Milady. Just show the ticket to the fine lady over at the landing, and you'll have a seat on the next airship bound for the Riverly and Riches. Be fairly warned, though. You may expect no mercy from me should our pass cross at the triple triad tables. Nay, not as so much as an ounce. Ha ha! Let's go to the airship. I have ridden aboard a public airship before, but this shall be my first to visit the Ghost Saucer. I must confess to some excitement. Ba, 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 ba. This is the reception desk for flights bound for the Manderville Gold Saucer. Before proceeding, I must ask that you submit your ticket for inspection. You do have a ticket, yes? It appears that everything is in order. An airship will be departing shortly. Before the next bell, shall I reserve a seat for you? Yes. And we are come to the Golden Saucer. The Manderville Gold Saucer now accessible. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Okay, I won't do this stuff yet. Maybe in next episode. You know what? One thing. The daily mini cat pot broker. Welcome, fair traveler. Care to test your luck with a mini cactpot ticket? Yes. Splendid, miss. Now, allow me to explain. The mini catpot is a game of chance, available to you thrice every day. Playing it specifically itself, just guess the value of the covered numbers to win it big. If Namlia's grace is with you, you'll be rewarded with Manderville Gold Saucer points galore. So, miss, do you feel lucky? You can now purchase up to 3 mini catpot tickets per day. The counter for mini catpot tickets resets daily at 11 a.m. Each mini catpot ticket has 9 slots arranged by a 3x3 grid. Each slot is randomly assigned a number from 1 to 9. When you purchase a ticket, a single number will be revealed. To play, uncover any 3 other numbers based on the information. Guess the sum of each line. Finally, select a single line. The payout of MGP will depend upon the total sum of the line you have chosen. Alright. I'm afraid you lack the points to play. Why don't you bolster your funds with a visit to the attendant behind me? 10 points is... okay. Okay, where is it? Okay. Alright, welcome to the Guild Saucer. If you're looking to exchange your ordinary old guild for shiny new MGP, then you've come to the right place. What do you say? Let's see. 500. Let's go with 500. There we go. There we go. Come on, come one, come all. Drawing number 2882 of the mini catpot is here. Care to try your luck with a ticket, miss? Alright. So the first number is 1. So usually what I do is go for, let's see, go with this first. All right, there's a 9. Let's go with this number. All right. Okay, so basically, okay. I know. I would guess this one. 119, not bad. Thank you for your patronage. Would you like to play again? Yes. Let's try 2 more times. All right. So, 3, 1, 2. Easy. Easy 10. Congratulations! Congratulations. Here is your prize. 10 of 10,000 MGP. Would you like to purchase another ticket? Yes. Alright, so let's go with this. 3, 6, 4. So, depending on which it is, you might have a good luck with this or this. So, I'm going to place my bet and select that. Nope. Oh well. I would have gotten 1,080. Alright. Your patronage is most appreciated, miss. I hope to see you again tomorrow. Well, I didn't want to gamble, but game's like, you should gamble now. Alright, let's talk to Numno now. I've heard descriptions of its splendor, yet I have never dreamed it would be so bright and inviting. No, I couldn't possibly. We did not come here to further away the royal coin. Come on, you can just give 5,000 gil and get like 500 MGP. Godbird will be expecting us. Come, let us head directly to the lounge and ignore these grotty temptations. I can give you my stuff. Okay. Alright. I guess so. Okay, leap of faith. Leap of faith. Alright, let's do this. Just one, alright? I'm not going to dwell in the Godbird. This for that long. Thinking you have what it takes to hop and skip and jump your way to victory, then step right up and try your luck at the leap of faith. And if you're feeling especially daring, we'll place several trophies throughout the course. Reach them before you clear the finish line, and your reward will be that much greater. When participating as a party, please note all party members must be present in the gold saucer before speaking with the Sabotender Guria. Oh boy, I have not done this. Alright, I've not tried this area at all, so... Okay, what the fuck? There we go. Come on. Thank you. Boo! Ah! I really like the sound when it comes to the leap of faith. Ah, shoot. Oh well. Ah, shit. Whee! Usually, Leap of Faith is one of my favorite. Ah, what the hell? Alright, so I'm used to the other map, the one in Ulda. So, yeah. This is quite different from what I've expected. Okay, alright, cool. Okay, alright, cool. Okay. Woo! Holy shit. Oh my god, jump puzzles can bring anxiety. I swear to god. So I'm missing just one more trophy, which is the goat's boy right there. Alright, so where's the goat boy? Goat boy's right there. Alright, cool. Oh, thank god. Oh boy. Alright. Oh, thank god. I saved it. Oh, we got. Oh, full. Oh god. Oh lord. It's okay. No sweat. We got just 5 minutes to go, so. Oh no! Oh no! Oh boy. Alright, so let's see. 5 minutes remain, so we can at least get this done before time runs out. It's okay, I'm not really that. Oh shit. Oh well. Okay. There we go. Alright, go up here. Fabulous. Fabulous indeed. Let's see. Yeah. I think I can make this. Oh, I'm scared. Oh, yeah. So, okay. So you can skip through that much. Alright. Okay, I'm just gonna wait till my run's off. There we go. Ah, shit. Okay, I'm scared. Okay, not to fuck it up. Okay. What? Oh well. Can I do it with one more try? Okay, 2 minutes to go, baby. Alright. No pressure. Okay, not to fall that damage again. This is quite a new map, I would dare say. Okay. Oh well. Okay, so if I purposely not screw up. Ah, shit, whatever. Oh well. Yeah. Nah. Do I don't have enough time, do I? Not really. Let's see. Let's see. Shit. 1 minute and 30 to go. I can still make it if I can precisely jump correctly. Well. Alright. Will I be skilled? Alright, let's do it. Okay. Ah, shit. Oh well, I get it. Yep. Oh wait. Can I still make it through here? Okay, that's an area I don't want to know about. Okay. Well, whatever. Oh well. That was a fun little sidetrack to do. I have to get used to this map. It's quite different. Oh well. 16,000. Sweet. Usually it's around maybe 4,000 to get it. Oh well. Sorry about my inexperience with the map. I haven't done, let's see, Fudge. The Gold Saucer in like ages. I would say maybe the ending of Stormblood. I would dare say. Okay, it's up here. I believe this is where we are to meet Lord Mandeville. Shall we sit while we await his coming? My apologies, Your Grace. I have kept you waiting. No apologies are necessary, good Godbird. My request was sudden, and you were kind to make yourself available at such short notice. When the Sultana herself comes calling, there is no more important engagement. As to the purpose of my visit, I would have your thoughts on how the Crown might best aid the refugees residing in Thailand. You are aware, I am sure, that many of the Alamigan Migos' displaced sons and daughters long to return to their newly liberated homeland, and you are also aware of how they will suffer without shelter and work to sustain them. I would use our nation's wealth to spare them that suffering. What advice would you for me on the matter of how it might best be disputed? The unusual circumstances of our meeting and your grace chose of companion would suggest to me a desire for an honest and unvarnished opinion. I shall give you one. My advice is stop. Taxing Uda's wealth to save Alamigan's refugees is terrible idea. A terrible idea. You oppose my proposition? Most empathetically, I agree with your grace that the refugees must have housing and employment, but what profit is there for Oda and this arrangement? Profit after all you have done for Guru Abanya's displace. I thought you the very last person to seek to benefit from their misfortune. Forgive me, Your Grace, but you appear to be laboring under a misapprehension. It is fine endeavor to support one's fellow man, I fear. However, that your stance is one born of pity. Your intent is to save the refugees, is it not? For all our potential, we have indolent creatures by nature. If unconditional charity is all we know, then we begin to rely upon it to expect it. And then you must consider Oda's own poor and downtrodden. Should they hear of you spending the nation's coin not to improve their lot, but to nurture the distant citizens of Alamigo, it is unlikely they will applaud your generosity. Surely it is not your grace's intention to foster new resentments, but to spread goodwill. Indeed, then any support I pledge to the refugees must promote self-sufficiently, with also serving the interests of the people of Oda. Exactly so. Such an arrangement will create a far more equitable relationship with the returning Alamegans, even as it generates the revenue requires to win the approval of your subjects. You have given me much to ponder, Lord Mendeville. I thank you for your candor. Da da da. Bum. Ba da da bum. Ba da bum bum. All right, this concludes this episode of 14. I didn't expect to take that long with the jump puzzle. The only thing, the tricky bit was the very last part, and the first tree that you climb up, which I didn't know which hitbox to enter, but each time I tried to enter differently, I followed. So hopefully we can improve upon that and but till but anyways, we'll continue with the MSQ after next episode. Till then, fare thee well.